Today we are going to unbox and review the little sister of the Custom Micron CM-SB, which is a side feed airbrush. Now, that airbrush is for tight detail, finesse, incredible atomization. It's very intricate yet very delicate. However, we have now the hard-working little sister of the Iwata Custom Micron CM-SB, which is the Iwata HP-SBS. This is a beautiful little airbrush here. It is something, the Eclipse series is something that is known as the workhorse in the industry. I have the HP-CS, which is the top feed, gravity fed airbrush. But I do like the idea of the side feed having that clear view to what you're working on, which is, I think, is very advantageous. We're also going to review something when you do have the Iwata airbrushes that do not have the MAC valve that's here, the valve with the, I know they have them with the high performance CH Highline series and also with some of the custom microns. So we are going to go ahead and do an unboxing and review of this external MAC valve, which I think is a perfect complement for this airbrush. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what Iwata says about this product. As always, I'm going to be going on their website for this information. It says here that this multi-purpose, high-flow, high-detail Eclipse series airbrush covers a wide range of uses. Commonly used to spray pre-mixed or heavier paints, it is well suited for demanding precise control of spray when applying moderate to large amounts of paint on a variety of surfaces and various size areas. This Eclipse series brush has established a new benchmark for excellence in an all-purpose airbrush. The side feed airbrush features a .35 needle and nozzle combination with an option of 4 cup sizes. Ideal for custom automotive graphics and murals, as well as fine artworks that require custom color mixing and thicker paints. So that's what Iwata has to say about their airbrush. This is a beautiful presentation. I love the Eclipse series. A friend of mine in the field, Cass Fuller, actually talked about it and sold me on the HP-CS that I purchased several years ago, and I recommend that for my students. So without further ado, let's go ahead and unbox this beauty. So here we go, and this nice little box here. We'll figure out how to open this. It's always interesting. Let's see. There we go. Okay. So, like most Iwatas, we get the sticker, which is pretty cool. And this is a very quick how-to quick start guide, which is good for the beginners, and I would recommend this brush for beginner, definitely. So here we go, and very similar in design to the CM-SB, the custom micron, which is encouraging, right? That's for sure. Okay, and so let's take a quick look at the .35 needle, which is similar to all the microns, by the way. Not the microns, all the Eclipse series that I use. I know you can get a .30, but the .35 is very all-purpose, and you can get very fine lines with this. And it just goes back very easily. And of course, you know, we get the side cup, which is great because if you're, whatever you feel more comfortable, lefty or righty, that would be, you know, advantageous, definitely. Then of course we have the wrenches. With the Eclipse we have the fluid head nozzle wrench and also the wrench to pull off the whole needle assembly. You will need that from time to time to clean these. Like I said, these are workhorses. You'll be working these all day. And of course more super lube, and that's always a good thing. There you go. And let's put the box away. Now, this is a very beautiful airbrush, the way it's done. I also love the way that the side feeds has Iwata written right here on the top. It's a very nice touch. Also, I do like the fact that you can add a external MAC valve, and we'll just put this right here for now. And I'll just remove this MAC valve. Now this is great because the MAC valve allows you to do what, let's say, the high line with the high performance. You can also do exactly what, let's say, the CM-C Plus is able to do. I do love the fact that the Iwata does allow for the addition of a MAC valve, and you can get real tight with the precision of how much air comes out, and that makes a big difference. Let's say if you're shooting very low air pressure because you need low air pressure because you're working with very thin paints or maybe a little bit thicker paints towards the end of a painting, so you might want to raise the pressure or lower the pressure accordingly. So with all this being said, I'm really liking it so far. But what we're going to do is we're going to go and give it real world testing, not dots and dashes and lines and dagger strokes. Let's see how it will work on an underpainting that I've begun using the custom micron CM-SB. Okay, so let's go. So let's fire up this beauty, put some of my reduced ink mixture in there. I like to do it with an eyedropper. This way you don't overdo and you get just as much, no waste. Initially, right off the bat, the HP-SBS is giving me even tone. It is doing exactly what I'm asking it to do, which is a pleasure. Able to go ahead and nail the tones I'm looking for from far away and even up close. As you can see now, I am getting tight detail in the lips, picking up right where the custom micron left off. This is a wonderful airbrush, and I do know why they call this the workhorse. This is an airbrush that is a great all-around brush. It will do everything for you. It will work well doing large areas such as the hair, and then small areas such as lips, eyes, everything like that. Where the custom micron shines would be tight details, where you would need to get that extremely fine control, such as an eye, detail in the fingernails, something like that. But I feel why this is the workhorse is that this airbrush basically will do most everything for you. It is reliable. The parts are more reliable. It is constructed in a way that it's going to last. Custom microns are definitely the Rolls-Royce of airbrushes. But Like a sports car, it is a little temperamental. You may have some parts that may need to be replaced, like anything else, whether you accidentally bend the needle or you might need a new head assembly after a couple of years. On the custom micron, they're about 3 to 4 times expensive with something such as the HP-SBS. So all in all, it is definitely the airbrush to have in your studio because it's going to be the most reliable, the most versatile, and is going to be your workhorse. So in closing, definitely, without a doubt, this is a steal of an airbrush. Iwata made the perfect airbrush for this particular versatility and being a workhorse. Definitely also the fact that it is a side feed and you could see right over the airbrush and get in really tight detail. It's like working with a pencil. Definitely a winner. Closing thoughts. Okay, so this is an amazing airbrush. I'm so happy I did this review. When I was searching for airbrushes, there wasn't a review that I wanted to see. A lot of the reviews are done by artists who basically put together models and paint them, and that's great. I love that stuff. But there weren't enough artists actually doing reviews of these airbrushes. So this little sister of the CM-SBS, which is the HP-SBS, is one airbrush to be reckoned with. It kept up with everything I wanted it to do, from tight detail to overall tones. It just was a workhorse. Now, this isn't a custom micron. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, it's just as good as a custom micron. This has its uses in the studio. It's a reliable airbrush. You take care of it, it'll take care of you. The parts are very inexpensive. If you ever need to change a nozzle or a needle, $10 for the needle, can't go wrong. It is very exact, especially if you're using the side feed Eclipse, which I really love. You can really get in there, tight detail. It's not a custom micron, but it definitely will do everything you ask it to. So, my conclusion, get this airbrush. $140, you're going to get an airbrush that is going to be reliable, durable, do most everything you need. There's going to be a link in the description field, so you can go ahead and click it and purchase it right from Amazon. That would be fantastic. And so like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Let me hear from you. What airbrush would you like me to go ahead and do a review? Put it through the test. Not dagger strokes and dots. You want to see how it's going to be. Like when I'm working on this piece. This is something that I'm currently in the middle of working on with one of my students. But that's what you want to see. You don't want to see dots and dashes and everything like that. You want to see how it works in the middle of your project, your painting. So I hope you have a good week, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.